why would stalker poser Todd wear his holster without a gun? Yeah. Why does Meade County continue to let that go on?
What? To be such a freedom fighter, he sure doesn't like people's rights.
I was there completely alone today. Tiffany's at home with the kid, and we don't feel safe bringing a child to that courthouse.
Why would anybody want to bring a child to a court case, especially a felony court case? Something don't add up there.
He's been struggling with his health a lot. I think everybody knows that. T. Clay, he's still got no problems, but he couldn't shovel his driveway, so he couldn't get his car out to come to court.
Can lawyers get in trouble for lying to the court? Because this is what T. Clay's driveway actually looked like today.
So we moved the court date back a couple weeks, which these are 2 felonies, so we want to get them over with.
He asked for an awful lot of continuances and date changes to be somebody that wants these felonies done with.
What's more intimidating than a gun holster or a picture? Yeah, which one's more intimidating, a gun holster or a picture? Right. Oh, they've came with their guns in their holsters to my court.
So here we are back to the gun thing. So you don't want people to carry guns in holsters, or you just don't want them to carry guns in holsters if it can make a YouTube video out of it? Okay, I'm getting it. So it's all about how you can be dramatic and make money. I get it. Okay.
I'm finally getting work back, y'all. Finally got my biggest client back. Finally. It took me 9 months. 9 months of surviving on little to no income. Thank God we won our lawsuit on that raid, right?
I bet your followers are thanking God that you won all that money. You know, those stacks of money, the handfuls of money. Because now you won't have to ask them to support you.
But why? Why did I have to lose my client? Why did I have to lose them clients? Well, because some Americans, some red-blooded Americans, a whole fucking group of them working together, had to try to take that away from me. Why? Because I am for public safety on YouTube. That's why. That's why. That's why you would want to take a person's 27-year career. Why do you want to hurt our kids? Why do you want to get involved in child custody battle between 2 adults? Why? Are you gonna step up for the kids? You red-blooded Americans, you bootlickers, are you going to step up for the kids? Is that what you want? I can't think of what other purpose you would have to interfere with a custody case. Did you want to try to adopt? Because I've seen fucking billboards for Department of Child Services that says we can get you any child you want.
Wow. So somebody from the internet that you have never met was able to ruin your 27-year career. So you must not have had a good working relationship with this high-profile client of yours. And number 2, my child isn't up for adoption. I'm not sure whose child you're trying to get somebody to adopt, but it ain't mine.
So we found the people that make the false DCS calls, and then they accuse us of doing it.
Wait a minute. I remember somebody saying that they would make an apology if they proved that it wasn't us that made that DCS call. I'm waiting, guys. Please apologize to me.
I'm tired of the Americans that are treating people this way. Those viewers are the number of red-blooded Americans or human-blooded humans who...
What did he just say? Red-blooded human red... What the fuck is he saying?
Say I want the laws backed, then I get attacked by the people in my own community because they call me a statist. They say, I mean, I think I'm going to do this with my lawyers. I think I'm going to finish this through what's left of the court system.
If he's going to finish this with the lawyer, he better order him an Uber, because they ain't never going to make it to court to get this stuff finished.
I can ditch this channel. Does everyone understand that? I can walk away from this YouTube channel today, and still, I'm going to win my lawsuit against Meade County. I can fucking from work. I can do that. I don't have to do this. I do it for you. You can't satisfy people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can't satisfy Americans.
That's sweet that he does it for you guys. The grift's starting to get here. I cut a lot of the whininess when I thought he was going to cry. I cut a lot of it out. You guys can go watch it. I'm sure several people will cover it. But the grift's getting ready to start, guys. He's going to tell you how much he cares for you, how much he appreciates you being here and supporting him. But he's thinking about retiring. I just don't know what I would do with myself if he retired.
I had to go to court this morning for my 8th pretrial.
And out of those 8 times, how many have you asked for a change for? Probably 7. Maybe if you and your lawyer showed up to court and was there to present your case, maybe you could have this done.
I think I'm done. I'm just like teetering on this fence about just retiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, would y'all blame me if I just retired? Would you blame me?
Oh, I wouldn't blame you. I think you should do it. For your mental health, you absolutely should retire. And I will absolutely have a drink to celebrate.
I would miss you. I'd still be in chats watching other people's shit, but I've lost steam, you know? That's the problem. I'm losing faith in the public. They're not collective enough. They're not collective enough. He's already promised his audience that he'll never ask them to contribute. So he can't turn and ask his audience to help him pay for it like we did. But you all did, thank you. That's the support we need. I didn't know that it would result in a bunch of people on both sides of the fence calling us grifters.
So let me get this right. You are not a grifter because you ask your people for money and they give it to you, but the other guy is a grifter and he doesn't ask for money. I don't understand you sometimes, Chris. I just don't. I don't get it.
Hell, JJ paid for his attorney. JJ paid for Tiffany's ex-husband's attorney. Thousands of dollars down the drain. In a custody case. They even lied and did a fundraiser saying that we sued him. And he needed a lawyer. That's a lie. That's fraud. Then they switched it and said it was for the bowling team. Went for the bowling team. That's fraud. So they frauded twice on the same account. And then finally changed it saying that it was for custody. And then Scarborough fucking paid it all.
Okay, so as you just seen, there was a lawsuit against Billy. Feel free to check the Indiana My Case if you want to look any further into it. But there's the paperwork, there's the case number. You can look it up if you would like. That was thrown out because the fees was not paid to continue with the lawsuit. So after so long, the court just threw it out. Now there was a GoFundMe, and that GoFundMe originally was to pay for the lawyers to handle that and the EPOs that they put against Billy. It was going to cost us well over $10,000. We did have some very generous people. And once that lawsuit got thrown out, we actually offered to send all the money back. And everybody was like, no, just use it for something else. So we used it to take Tiffany to court for child support. And when we did that, then that same day that she was ordered child support, she turned around and tried to say Billy violated the EPO. It was silly things. We can go into that another time because we're still waiting on court for it. So I'm not going to get into that. But just so you know that I guess I'm not allowed to post things on my Facebook or comment in YouTube because I don't have those rights or freedoms that everybody else has, I guess.
Where's the money, Billy? I had all the thousands of dollars you collected in lied. Fraud.
Well, I'm not Billy, but I can answer your question. It went to the lawyer. You just said we hired a lawyer. Where do you think the money went to? It was like $1,600 or $1,700, and we had to pay a whole hell of a lot more than that to that lawyer to deal with your dumbass. And as far as any GoFundMe fraudulent, anything that you're talking about that you say that we have, if we did have one, wouldn't you think we would be arrested by now? You know, when you called Jerry and told him lies. Yeah. Because he called the school to tell him there was a fraudulent GoFundMe. School called me, and I just told him that it was just some people a little unhappy because we took them to court for child support, and they don't want to pay for their kid. Yeah, that's it. And so guess what the school said? I understand we deal with upset parents all the time. They also said, you're doing a great job. Thanks for all the hard work. Thanks for getting all the money that we need to run this program out of the goodness of your heart. Yeah, that's what they said to me. And then Jerry proceeds to lie and say, I didn't make that phone call. Really? Because Chris, you're on here giving it up. And Jerry's trying to say he didn't do it. So you guys need to get your stories together. I know you called him and he made that phone call. I don't care because I know I didn't do anything wrong. The only time there has been any money given to a bowling team was to Billy and my daughter's bowling team together. Not the school bowling team that I coached for that you guys tried to ruin. Yeah, didn't happen. And I'm sorry that you would want to take that away from a child that you seem to care so much about when she loves that sport and she loves in those competitions, and y'all want to try to take it away because you are salty.
If I'm going to continue to do this for public safety shit, I need y'all to be there. I need you to be there supporting us. That's impossible. That's making it impossible, right? I know you do, Carl, and a lot of you do. Like I say, most people in here right now do. I just need more. It needs to be back where it was. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a narcissist never thinks that they are the problem. But if you have a channel and you are losing views, you are losing followers, and you are not making the money, it's probably your fault. I know there has never been anything in either of your lives that has ever been your fault, because you let everybody know that everything that happens to you is someone else's fault. But maybe this time you should stop and think about that. Maybe it is a really good time for you to retire. Just enjoy your retirement, go lounge on the couch, or find you a great retirement spot in Cuba. Yeah, that would be great. All right, guys, I really only got on here to prove yet again that we did have a lawsuit against us, or well, against Billy, and that we didn't lie about that. There was no lies on GoFundMe, but, you know, I got pulled into all the other craziness that he said tonight. So I hope you enjoy this video. This is really my first YouTube video, so there probably won't be very many more. I'm just so tired of all the lies and lies and lies that have been said about me and my family. So if you stayed this long, thank you. I just want you to know that our daughter is 100% taken care of, and there is no one on YouTube that has ever abused her or will ever abuse her. So that's another lie you can just don't worry about, because we protect her and we take care of her. So good night, guys. Have a great night. And for the haters that stayed around, you have the night that you deserve.